we'll talk about the first episode, which Baxter has seen. Look, it was awesome. I loved seeing Ahsoka Tano. Rosario Dawson was absolutely amazing as her. The only thing that I think they slightly screwed up was her entrance. That you saw her face too quickly. You know, had they sort of led with the the opening was great, where you're on this sort of desolate world and you've got this very sort of shogun looking thing to it, which I loved. I loved the sort of Asian look to it. Had you just seen a flash of a white lightsaber and a figure moving in and out like that, and you'd kept it like that for a few seconds, and then you didn't reveal her face, but so the people who had watched Rebels and Clone Wars knew who it was, but you didn't reveal the face, and then you get her sort of walking into the thing and then pulling off the hood. That would have been cooler.
It's when what's the mission says, show yourself.
Yeah,
that's when she should have showed herself. Then,
yeah,
it did come across as a bit mean as he's murdering those guys in the thing at the beginning. I thought that was exceptionally quite mean spirited.
I think that's intentional. I think Ahsoka's been on a bit of a journey, because obviously we saw her last time we saw Ahsoka Tano. She was off to find Ezra. What happened to Ezra Bridger with Sabine? But it was that bit at the end that I didn't see coming. And when she said, that bit at the end, where's Admiral Thrawn? I was just like, oh. They're bringing in Thrawn, but I don't think Thrawn is going to be the big reveal. I don't think Thrawn is going to be the big reveal.
Grand Admiral Thrawn is the next bad guy.
Yes, I agree with that.
Moff Gideon gets it at the end of this season, and Thrawn is the next bad guy who's being for that.
I think Mando is going to hand... it's either going to be Grogu or Mando, because Grogu, I mean, I'm about to take it out now because I'm going to give a spoiler about the next episode. Take yours. Gone. Right, are you gone? Right, you're gone. The way Grogu was throwing those fucking 2 stormtroopers around at the end of the last episode, that was pretty dark. And he's sitting there going, "Oh, look at this!" He's fucking bashing the shit out of them. Grogu could kill Gideon, and they might sort of make him go. He's the chosen one. They're heavily hinting that he's the chosen one that brings balance to the Force, right? He was round at the same time as Anakin, and this is what they are hinting at. And I reckon he might kill Gideon. I think that might be where they go. But I love seeing Ahsoka in real life, and she was done well. There was no woke crap about her, and that fucking fight that she has with the bird with the Beskar steel. Beskar steel fucking thing at the end. That was just so good. Oh god, it was just so good. And seeing her,
all right. Couple of problems with that. Yeah,
you're
quite easily. She can run a lightsaber up the Beskar steel spear and cut her fingers off. All right, that's one thing. It wasn't like she was being very if you've seen the Darth Maul Ahsoka fight from Clone Wars when it came back. Yeah, that's very fast and frenetic. That fight between the two of them wasn't very fast and frenetic. So she did have the opportunity to cut her fingers off several times. It was. I watched the episode, and I was a little pissed off that they misused the Michael Biehn character in that Ahsoka one, because it was like he had one good bit. He had one good bit where he was like kind of he looks. And they do the kind of the cowboy standoff with the guns, and he goes to reach to get him, and then he goes and shoots it. That was the one good bit that Michael Biehn had, and it's like, Jesus Christ, you could have had Michael Biehn in there a bit more and used him a bit more, because he's kind of, how can I put it, a nerd favourite.
I agree with you there. And look, it wasn't a perfect episode, but by God, it put a smile on my face. Seeing Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, and that was the person, for years now, fans have been saying that if you're going to cast her in real life, it's got to be Rosario Dawson. There are just not that many. She was perfectly cast, and the thing was, you got Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan, the week before, who incidentally voiced her in Rebels and everything else. And I thought that was cool. There's a few people bitching and moaning, as I said at the beginning, about fan service. No, this is awesome. This is what we need. This is what we need to restore our faith. Was the Ahsoka Tano episode perfect? No, it wasn't. Could we poke holes in it? Yes, we could. But you could do that across the whole of Star Wars. And right now, as much as I agree with you, I'm finally getting some fucking Star Wars that's putting a fucking smile on my face.
Okay.
And I'm loving it and I am a Star Wars fan. I've always been one. You know, my first fucking toy I remember having was the Millennium Falcon and Slave One, incidentally. Yeah, this week's episode, you not only do we go to the Jedi planet, which was quite cool. If you watch Knights of the Old Republic, because Nigel won't know this, but if you were seeing Knights of the Old Republic, you would have known that planet mentioned. Oh my God, when Slave One came in, I was just going, this is awesome. And I blew my load. I'm not gonna lie. I blew my load.
Okay.
It was just epic.
All right. I watched that episode, and there's a couple of really glaring, irritating plot holes in that. And the biggest one, the biggest, most annoying one was not put your gun down, take your jetpack off. I'm like, no, don't take your jetpack off. It was just like we need the plot to move along. You got to take your jetpack off. Trust me, mate. It'll make sense later. And that bit got me because it should have been lower your gun. Everyone knows you get into a Mexican standoff, you ask someone to lower their guns.
Yeah, but I mean, but Mandalorians are dangerous in the air, and asking him to take his jetpack off kind of makes sense. But he should have been take your jetpack off and put your gun down. But Again, this episode just it gave fans what they have been, they've wanted to see Boba Fett, that we've been wanting to see, Boba Fett get redeemed. Boba Fett was meant to be this awesome character, and he had a rather shit ending in Jedi. For him to come back, and not only did he come back, to lay waste to an entire fucking squadron of stormtroopers in the way he did, with one of the fucking Sand People's fucking weapons, and use it the way he did. It was so good. I mean, the fact that he just fucking wasted that one guy, destroyed his helmet, and I was going, this is so good. I've watched it 3 times, and yeah, I've seen the plot holes, but I don't care. I don't care. It's forgiven. It's forgiven because it's putting a smile on my face. And Star Wars has not done that for a very long time, and it really did. But this leads to the next thing. That was so good that they have to top this, right? And it can't. And the fact that we know there's going to be another Jedi turning up, the whole fucking Grogu sitting on the fucking thing and beaming out to the world. It has to be a Jedi. There is only a couple of freaking Jedis that you can bring in right now that will top this episode. And I have a theory. And I know you don't agree with it. But no, it can't be. I don't think that's going to work. Because...
Why?
Because Ezra Bridger doesn't have the wide-scale appeal that Boba Fett does. Everybody knows who's Boba Fett. You can be a casual fucking Star Wars fan and know who Boba Fett is.
It becomes a mystery box for you to open in the next thing. You don't know what's happened to Ezra Bridger since that.
Yeah, I think Ezra Bridger is going to come into it, but I don't think Ezra Bridger is going to be the thing that tops Boba Fett.
It's not going to be fucking Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm telling you, it's going to be Mace Windu.
No,
I think they're going to bring Mace Windu.
I know why it's not going to be Mace Windu. The reason it's not going to be Mace Windu is that you have to follow through with it. Yeah, if it's Ezra Bridger, they can cast a new actor and they can have them alongside the Mandalorian as they train up Baby Grogu, because they're not going to get rid of Baby Grogu. I think you can call him Baby Grogu. They're not going to get rid of him, from the Mandalorian, because he's a big selling point. But they'll need to have a Jedi that can stay with them. They're not going to be able to keep Samuel L. Jackson on set.
I think you're right in the fact that they are going to bring in Ezra Bridger. I totally agree with that. But Bridger is not going to be the thing that tops Boba, and they need to top Boba in that final episode, and that's where I think they're going to bring Windu in. They're going to do something that tops Boba Fett. They have to. They put Boba Fett in episode 6, right?
Skywalker tops Boba Fett.
Now there is this persistent rumor that what's his face, who was in Winter Soldier, does kind of look a bit like Luke Skywalker, and there is a rumor that he might be playing a younger version of Skywalker. Now that would potentially top it, but again, because it's a different actor, I don't know.
But if
if it was
a different actor, they could keep him around.
But there's been persistent rumors about Samuel L. Jackson turning up.
I checked that on a regular basis. There's not been persistent rumors on Samuel L. Jackson.
I've been reading rumors
about Jar Jar Binks.
No, I've been reading rumors for a while that Disney are working on a Mace Windu series, that he's going to turn up, that he's going to have a metal hand, he's going to be old.
I've read a single thing about Mace.
Well, I have. I've
heard about it yesterday when I spoke to you outside Sainsbury's. Not that you were.
I've read a few. I genuinely think they're going to do Windu. I really do. They are listening to the fans, and one of the things that a lot of people want to see is come back. Samuel L. Jackson has been very vocal about wanting to come back and play him.
No.
Lucas himself said
Lucas isn't in charge anymore.
Yes, but he is involved in this.
No,
and Dave Filoni is a Lucas fucking loyalist. And Filoni has said that he would love to play with Mace Windu and have Windu come back. All of them have said it. You've got the super fans that have done that fucking fan movie where they brought Windu back, and Windu would top Boba Fett. Windu would top Boba Fett.
Come across any rumors about fucking Mace Windu? You're making shit up.
I'm not.
Said something somewhere.
No, I'm not.
And on that note, on that very sour brown note.